little as 2 cents an hour.
5% of the prisoners will hear serving life sentences without the possibility.
As you can see right here, the rabbit hole goes very deep, but it's up to us how deep we are willing to go and get that information. It's time for us to start doing our own research and stop allowing these people to just feed us all these whitewashed lies, as you can see right here.
One of the ways he did this was to Christianize the prison. There are churches everywhere, services are run every day. Hundreds of inmates are now trained as ministers. One of the Christian groups in Angola
life sentences to keep prisoners on the straight and narrow.
Louisiana has some of the toughest sentencing laws in the country, and these guys are not going home.
For most of its history,
It's up to us. We can't expect people to continue doing it for us because they're not going to give us the information that we need. If anything, they're going to give us something that's going to keep us oppressed and depressed. Just going around circles. And before you know it, we'll be in this another 400 plus years.
First of all, he's absolutely correct. The 13th Amendment outlawed slavery by the individual, but then it inlawed slavery by the state. And it validated reincarceration through mass incarceration. So what they did was they said, okay, we got 4 million blacks who are about to be free. 4 million. Jobless. We freed them, but we gave them no opportunity, which means they still dependent on us to just transform the system. So, and we're not going to give them a job. That means these black men and women have to do what? They have to break the law to feed their family. So what they did to create this mass incarceration system, which was designed to do what? Remove blacks from the functioning society. Get them out the way. So they don't threaten anything we're trying to do. So what did they do? They upgraded petty crimes and made them felonies. If you didn't have a job, you go to jail. If you didn't have a home, you go to jail.
Don't you know that slavery is still well alive in some parts of Louisiana? They still have people that's on the plantation working in sugarcane fields. And also they have inmates that's working in the cotton fields right there in Angola, Louisiana State Penitentiary. Let me go ahead and read this little small article and let you see. Like I say, slavery is still well alive. But they got people that still think that black people should be on the plantation serving them. So let me go ahead and show you this right quick. Like I say, guys, this is real. Just look. You see this right here? These are inmates working in the cotton fields. And you got the jailers on horses like the overseers.
feel that you've gone back in time to another South.
It's the largest maximum security prison in the country. Right now, there are 6,300 prisoners.
You cannot tell me what you see right here is not modern day slavery in the 21st century. Then what else it is? And on top of it all, they're using Christianity to go ahead and justify it. Well, let me go ahead and read this article right here. It's right here in Angola, where you see it says slavery is alive and kicking in the U.S. cotton prison farms. So we thinking that slavery is over with. No, slavery is not over with. Trust me, it's still well alive. Let me read this right here. This article, I guess, is by CGTN. And it says that let's talk about the slavery that still exists in U.S. cotton prison field. Look at that. A screenshot from Angola for Life Rehabilitation and Reform inside the Louisiana State Penitentiary. A 2015 documentary on the plantation slavery at Louisiana State Penitentiary, Louisiana. And it says, you don't see the world as it is. You see it according to who you are. This thing by American Education Stephen Carvey sums up the twisted allegation of forced labor with which the U.S. is trying to implement the cotton industry in China and all this right here, as Washington and its allies ally with the Western media to push an aggressive propaganda campaign against the alleged human rights violation. And there's a lot of hypocrisy involved with the manufacture of cotton in the United States. While slavery is legally banned in the U.S., the practice continues in the form of prison labor. So let me go ahead and scroll down right here where it says there's a lot of hypocrisy involved with the manufacturing of cotton in the United States. While slavery is legally banned in the U.S., the practice continues in the form of prison labor for convicts felons. And you see, it's just took on another form. And the thing about it is that we allowing this stuff to happen. Where's the outcry? We so focused on all this unnecessary stuff, while, like I say, these people are working overtime on us, still getting free labor. But what they did was they came up with another way to keep their foot on our people's neck. And right here it says slavery is alive and kicking in the United States, just that you don't call it slavery anymore. You see? So you see right here, these people think that they are still entitled to put their foot on our people's neck. But the thing about it is that we got our head in the sand. We have a lot to do with it as well. We focus in on all this unnecessary stuff, but this is right here. This is what we should be focusing on. While they out there entertaining and keeping us distracted, look at this right here. These people are getting free labor and working overtime on us. And this right here still exists today. What you're seeing right here is not in the 1800s. This right here is happening right now. All it took is just another form. And that's why I say, it's time for us to stop all this nonsense and it's time for us to go ahead and get serious. We thinking that all this right here is in the 1800s or it would never happen again. Trust me, these people are what you call crafty counselors. They still applauded how they can go ahead and put their foot on our people's neck. And that's real talk.